Hello and very welcome everyone to this session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 7th of December 2024. So let's start and see what are the things we can learn from this day and what are the things we can add into our notebooks and our general knowledge facts that will help in the upcoming exams. So let me start the session with the introduction of the topics. So the topics are like this. So I've got some international news, national news, banking and finance news, science and technology, important days, and at last we will talk about some national news. Before we start, the images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we have with us is India to chair the 68th session of UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs. So the point is particularly that India is going to organize another session of the UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs, and particularly this year we have organized some different type of summits in India. First of all, if we talk about the 46th session of the UNESCO that was organized in India recently, and apart from that, the International Cooperative Summit was also organized in New Delhi recently. Now, India has appointed to chair the 68th session. Remember, it was the 68th session of the UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs. This is the first time India has been chosen for this prestigious role. Ambassador Shambhu S. Kumaran, India's permanent representative to the United Nations in Vienna, has officially assumed the chairmanship. Remember the name Shambhu S. Kumaran. CND is a key policy making body of the UN, focusing on global drugs related issues and promoting international collaboration on drug control measures. So, do remember that 68th session of the UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs is being chaired by India, and recently India has also organized the Traditional Medicine Center in Jamnagar in Gujarat. And apart from that, if we talk more on this, so recently India has also created a healthcare hub in uh, Telangana, Hyderabad. Another one, so Adani Group to invest $2 billion in European ports. So the Adani Group plans to invest $2 billion in acquiring the ports in Europe. And if we talk about Adani Group, so basically Adani Group is being handled by Gautam Adani, the chairman of the Adani Group, and recently he marked as the richest person in India currently. The investment is part of its strategy to strengthen its global presence. Adani Ports and Special Economic Zones Limited is scouting for 2 or 3 terminals in Europe. The move aligns with Adani's broader ambitions in renewable energy and international maritime expansion. If we talk about more on this, recently Adani Group has provided support to Sri Lanka in maintaining and organizing the wind energy requirements in Sri Lanka. And apart from that, Adani Group is also handling some of the ports that are related to the export and imports in India. So recently, Adani Group to invest 2 billion dollars, in European ports. Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidhayak passed. That is the Civil Aviation Minister hails milestone. So a new um, bill has been passed that is known as the Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidhayak. So let's see. So Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidhayak 2024 replaces the 90 years old Aircraft Act of 1934. So remember that which act was repealed under this particular new resolution or new bill, that is the Aircraft Act of 1934. Remember RBI Act also came. RBI also organized in 1934, and particularly RBI Regulation Act is 1949. Passed by both the houses of parliament, the bill aims to streamline aviation regulations and align with international standards. It addresses safety, affordability, governance, consumer protection while fostering investment and self-reliance in aircraft manufacturing. The Hindi renaming of the bill sparked debates but aligns with the government's objective of promoting indigenous identity. So, do remember that it has been named as the Bharatiya Vayuyan Videyak, and it replaced the Aircraft Act of 1934. Sex ratio and girl child enrollment show positive trends under the triple BP scheme. So let's see what it is. So the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme has shown notable progress in improving the sex ratio at birth and gross enrollment ratio for girls. SRB improved from 918 in 2014 for 15 to 930 in 2023-24. According to provisional data from the Health Management Information System, GER at the secondary level arose from 75.51% in 2014 to 2015 to 79.4% in 2021-2022 as per the UDI SE plus data. So do remember that SRB has improved particularly, and the sex ratio and girl child enrollment show positive trends currently. The scheme focuses on eliminating gender biased practices, ensuring girl child protection, and promoting education. So, do remember that sex ratio and girl child enrollment show positive trends under the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme. And there is an improvement that we can see that from 2014 to 15, the rose was 75.51%, and in 2021-22, it is 79.4%. India's employment growth unemployment rate falls to 3.2% in 7 years. So currently if we talk about the employment ratio or the employment rate in India, so particularly the employment rate falls to 3.2% in 7 years currently. India's unemployment rate dropped from 6% to 3.2% from 2017 to 2024. So it is a big achievement kind of. The worker population ratio rose from 46.8% to 58.2% during this period. The data comes from the latest annual periodic labor force survey, that is PLFS, and this improvement highlights India's progress in economic and employment expansion. So do remember that what percentage change we can see, because this kind of questions may come into your exams in the banking and SSC, because these years the level of questions is being increased. So do remember that the percentage change was from 6% to 3.2%, and in which particular thing we are talking about, we are talking about the unemployment rate falls. If we talk about another percentage thing, so that is the percentage regarding the sex ratio, and under the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan. So recently we have seen that it has rose in 2021-22, it has rose to 79.4%. RBI introduced podcast facility for public communication. So particularly as we can see that in these years, podcast is a very new trend that we can see everywhere. It is going on, and currently RBI is also introducing it so that the public communication can be done positively. So RBI announced plans to launch a podcast series. The initiative aims to enhance public communication and financial literacy, because financial literacy is very important. Literacy is another thing, but we need to know that what is going on in our country on the basis of economics or on the basis of RBI. So for that purpose, this is very important. Podcast series is a part of RBI's effort to expand its communication tools. It aims to provide more transparent and accessible information to the public. RBI enables a small finance bank to offer pre-sanctioned credit via UPI. So another news from the RBI. Firstly, they are going to organize some podcasts for financial literacy. Now RBI enables small finance bank to offer pre-sanctioned credits. So Reserve Bank of India announced the small finance bank can now offer pre-sanctioned credit lines through the unified payment interface, that is UPI. So for this purpose, now the credit lines can be given by the new small finance bank sectors. The decision was made after the Monetary Policy Committee meeting on 6th of December 2024. The move aims to improve financial inclusion for underserved groups such as small businesses and micro entrepreneurs. It is expected to benefit individuals in rural and semi-urban reasons. Currently, uh, RBI, particularly if we see, is a particular bank that is the central authority in India. And if we talk about RBI Regulation Act that came in 1949, and under that RBI controls the monetary policies and other things related to the this system. SBI card surpasses 20 million credit card milestones. So SBI card has surpassed 20 million credit cards in circulation. This milestone reflects the company's growth since entering the credit card market in 1998. SBI card has maintained an impressive CAGR of 25% in cards issued and 26% in spends from 2019 to 2024 financial year. The achievement reinforces SBI card position as the second largest card issuer in India. So do remember SBI card surpasses 20 million credit card milestones. RBI leads global gold purchases with record reserve surge. So India's gold reserve surged to 882 tons in October 2024. Recently, if we talk about RBI, so RBI has also particularly marked crossed the mark of 700 billion foreign exchange reserve, as recently in October November we have crossed that mark. So Reserve Bank of India added 27 tons to its reserves according to the World Gold Council data. This marks a five-fold increase in gold purchases, five-fold increase in gold purchases compared to the same period in 2023. Central banks worldwide bought 60 tons in October, with RBI leading the surge. So do remember RBI leads global gold purchase with record reserve surge. World's oldest known wild bird lays first egg at 74. So this is another big news that is coming from the field of animals husbandry. So now wisdom, the world's oldest known mild bird. Remember the name? A Aleutian albatross. So it is a albatross. Albatross you must have heard in a song also. So albatross is a kind of a bird. So it has laid her first egg in 4 years at the age of 74. Her achievement highlights her survival instincts, longevity, and ongoing contribution to her species. Wisdom's story has made her an iconic figure in wildlife conservation. She symbolizes resilience and the delicate balance of nature. Also, if I like to add something into this, recently, this year only, earlier in this year, in Denmark, there was a particular type of taxation that was introduced on the farmers on the basis of the methane gas that is passed through their animals. So, for that purpose, this type of tax was also introduced in the North European country. Nebraska declares December 6 as Mahatma Gandhi Remembrance Day. So, a bust of Mahatma Gandhi was unveiled at the Nebraska State Capitol on December 6, 2024. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen declared the day as the Day of Remembrance for Mahatma Gandhi. Declaration honors Gandhi's principle of nonviolence, tolerance, and justice. The event was a collaboration between the Indian Consulate in Seattle and the Governor's Office in Nebraska. So, do remember, Nebraska declares December 6 as the Mahatma Gandhi Remembrance Day. And last year, if we talk about USA, so last year also, USA has particularly introduced the Statue of Equality. Do not get confused with the Liberty. They already have the Statue of Liberty. Now they have introduced the Statue of Equality. Statue of Equality is dedicated to Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, and it was introduced in Falkland, USA. Armed Forces Flag Day 2024. So India celebrates the Armed Force Flag Day annually on December 7th. If you remember in your childhood, on in the month of December, we used to buy these flags of 1 rupee, and we used to put it on our coats. So this is the flag that is the particular money is being given to the people who have led their lives or their families. The day honors the valor, sacrifice, dedication of the Indian Armed Forces. It serves as a reminder of the commitment of Army, Navy, and Air Force personnel. Citizens are encouraged to express gratitude and contribute to the welfare of armed forces personnel, veterans, and their families. If we talk about the armed forces, so 15th of January is the Army Day. 1st of February is the Indian Coast Guard Day. 4th of December is the Navy Day. 8th of October is the Air Force Day. 27th of October, remember, is the Infantry Day. And 26th of July is the Vijay Divas. So do remember all these things related to these particular days. UNGA declares December 21 as the World Meditation Day. So United Nations General Assembly has declared December 21st as the World Meditation Day. So June 21 is International Yoga Day, and now December 21 is the World Meditation Day. The resolution was co-sponsored by India and supported by countries like uh, Liechtenstein, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Mexico, and Andorra. The day emphasizes meditation's role in achieving comprehensive well being and inner peace. It aims to help cope with modern challenges such as stress and anxiety. So, do remember that 21st of December as the World Meditation Day. International Cheetah Day, celebrating the world's fastest land animal. So, International Cheetah Day is also celebrates on 4th of December. So, do remember that Navy Day is also on 4th of December, and we can align the our Indian Navy with Cheetah also because they are as fast as Cheetah. So, remember by this trick that Cheetah Day is also on 4th of December. The day raises awareness about the challenges faced by cheetahs and promotes global conservation efforts established by the Cheetah Conservation Fund. It honors the memory of the cheetah cub named Khayyam. Cheetahs are now critically endangered with fewer than 7,000 individuals left in the wild. Recently, the Iberian particular type of cat was came out from the endangered species and now has become the vulnerable species under the red list of IUCN. International Civil Aviation Day. So, International Civil Aviation Day is observed every year on 7th of December. The day honors the transformative impact of civil aviation on global development. First celebrated in 1994 to mark the 50th anniversary of signing of the Chicago Convention. It emphasizes the importance of international air travel in fostering global connectivity, economic progress, and cultural exchange. So, do remember International Civil Aviation Day is on 2020, is in 2024 on 7th of December. Central Smile Sub Scheme, 970 lives rehabilitated, 169 families rehabilitated. So, SMILE, the support for marginalized individuals for livelihood and enterprise sub scheme, focuses on rehabilitation of individuals engaged in begging. So, basically, this scheme has been launched to help these people who are engaged in begging. That is called SMILE, support for marginalized individuals for livelihood and enterprise. Implemented across 81 cities and towns in 26 states and territories, the scheme primarily targets areas of religious, historical, and tourist importance. Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Dr. Virendra Kumar, shared the scheme's progress in the Rajya Sabha. So, do remember that Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Dr. Virendra Kumar, has shared the scheme's progress in the Rajya Sabha, that is the elder house of the parliament. So, Central Smile Sub Scheme, 970 lives rehabilitated and 169 families rehabilitated. And that's it in this session, guys. I hope you learned a lot of things with me in this session as you have noted down all the things that are relevant and can be asked in your exams. We will meet once again in the next session in which we will discuss some more current affairs and relatable, knowledgeable facts. Till the time we meet, bye bye, take care, everyone, and see you soon.